Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Lux Research Innovation Leaders Series. And I am so delighted to have a very distinguished leader with us today, Pascale Wautelet. She's the Global VP of Research, Development, and Sustainability at Avery Dennison. Welcome.
Thank you, Marisa. I'm delighted to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me for this fire chat.
Yes. Another kind of given, at least I think it's a given, is the concept of cross-functional alignment, and that alignment across functions drives growth and profitability in an organization because the organization just naturally will be more effective. How do your teams work together and collaborate, or what are the decision-making processes that you leverage to drive alignment? I know particularly the big pain point that I hear from many leaders is alignment between corporate R&D and the business units, right? That seems to be the big trouble spot. How do you work to drive alignment, and have you set up anything in your organization to help enable that?
Yes, absolutely. So this is absolutely critical. And at Avery Dennison, we have a dual organization. Let's say we have small corporation teams that looks more at what can go across all the region, and then we are also very regionalized. So when I joined, as an example, the marketing, innovation, R&D teams were very much regionalized. Still, I had a corporate lab, but from an R&D perspective, in the back end, the first thing I did, because I did the tour of all my research center, I realized 4 regions were working 4 times in the same stuff. Mm-hmm. And I thought this was really not very efficient and productive. So the first thing we did is to have one team. And for that, you need to really connect the teams, and you need to have a common way to bring the idea in your pipeline, and to have a common way and a common portfolio management. So we created some community of practice, we call, per technology, but also per segments. And from there, we had people representing the different region, bringing insights from the different region, from the market they represent. And it enables to create pipelines per segment. And also on the longer term, on the H2, H3, we did a little bit the same. We aligned with the business leaders about what is that we think where do we have conviction we need to start to explore that is beyond the core, but not completely too far away from the core. And based on the mega trend, on the strategy work, etc., we identified and created 4 innovation domain. I ask every leader of every business unit to sponsor one of these innovation platforms. So it's not just me leading this innovation platform. And we did with a representation across every region. So we have every function, every region representing, leading each of these platforms. And we have a very strong governance team. So we meet to review this platform on a quarterly basis, and this is the decision body. We see what are the new insights, what are the hypotheses that have been proven, what we learn from these hypotheses, what these hypotheses are telling us about what to do, not to do, what to stop, what to double down. And we have been leading like that for a couple of years now, and I think we found a good way of managing, which I'm not saying is the way for everyone. I think everyone needs to find, based on his organization and model, the best way to operate.
Yeah, we definitely recommend whatever the nuances of the approach, a similar approach to drive alignment. It's key to have that type of enterprise-wide decision-making process versus you build it and bring it out to the regions, and then they can't do anything with it or don't do anything with it, which is very inefficient.
Yeah, if I can add, Marisa, something I saw that has been a failure, even in Avery Dennison in the past, even before I joined, is to think that this H2, H3, more disruptive innovation needs to be built. It needs dedicated resources, but dedicated resources doesn't mean it needs to be in a cloud or in an island, completely separate from the business. This is never going to work. You need to find a process where you bridge and embed the business into this. And this goes through setting together the strategy and being together part of the governance.
Absolutely. You said you've had that you had that for 3 years. Have you noticed that the leaders who work in that process, is it providing a learning feedback loop so you're getting better at making decisions or more effective at making decisions because you're working in that kind of continuum and learning at the end, and kind of it's helping with the inputs and maturing the way you're making decisions?
Oh, yes, absolutely. It comes again to the culture and mindset that you are trying to infuse in the organization. This is not just for our teams, is also starting from the leaders. And I have to say that practicing all together, sometimes I still see some of the leaders, they want to have the answer before we even try to validate the hypothesis in the market. They want a full business case, etc. When you are in this innovation, and the more you are in the disruptive innovation, you don't have all the answer. You are still in this exploration. So it has been time that we need to learn the leader and out of the meeting to say, hey, what you did here is not building this psychological safety and confidence in the team. So it has been a common learning process. We learn each other, we give a lot of feedback to each other, and we evolve all together. I think it has been an amazing learning process for everyone.
That is a very evolved mechanism. You should be very proud of that. That is definitely best in class how you're operating there.